I want to dunk like KD.
Why don't we do this at my house? We live closer to the hospital.
Oh.
If you are an avid NBA fan, you must know who Derrick Rose is. Derrick Rose is one of the most followed stories of the NBA. He is one of the greatest players of his generation. He holds several accolades, recognitions, and awards throughout his career. Let us get to know him better through this video. Here is Derrick Rose's lifestyle and net worth. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. He took the NBA by storm in 2008 after he was the first pick in the 2008 NBA draft. But who is this great player? Derrick Martell Rose was born on October 4, 1988, and was raised in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods of Chicago, Inglewood. Inglewood was considered one of the most dangerous places where people only did three things: do drugs, deal in drugs, or play basketball. He was raised without a father by his mother, Brenda Rose. From a very early age, he was taught to fight for himself and his family. He has three older brothers, Dwayne, Reggie, and Alan. All three were talented basketball players who taught Rose the ins and outs of basketball on nearby courts. And even though they are not world-renowned athletes like Rose himself, he still gives all the credit to them whenever he was asked how he got involved in basketball in the first place. There's nothing like sibling love to teach you all the skills you need for life. Leaving for a better life was one of the major reasons for Rose to choose basketball over everything. It was an escape for him to a better living. And basketball didn't fail him. It was one of the best decisions of his life as he went on and played in the NBA. By the time Rose enrolled at Simeon Career Academy in 2003, he was a hot commodity for collegiate coaches. Despite his reputation, he played freshman and JV basketball for the Wolverines. He wore number 25 in honor of Benji Wilson, a promising player who was murdered by a gang member during his senior year in 1984. In 2007, because he was the best high school basketball player in the state of Illinois, Derrick Rose was called Mr. Basketball by all his friends and teachers. It was a very well-deserved title, too, as he was the nation's #1 high school point guard. Derrick Rose played for the University of Memphis before declaring for the 2008 NBA draft after his freshman year. And when he was selected as #1 overall by the Chicago Bulls, Rose was named MVP of the NBA following the 2011 season. Rose accepted a scholarship to play for the University of Memphis Tigers under John Calipari, who recruited him after seeing him play in an AAU game. Strong efforts were made by Indiana University and the in-state University of Illinois to sign Rose to their own programs. Illinois in particular planned to pair Rose and their 5-star recruit Eric Gordon, who had played AAU basketball with Rose. Gordon, however, retracted his verbal commitment from the Fighting Illini, opting to play for Indiana, and Rose subsequently gave his verbal commitment before the start of his senior season. Rose chose Memphis because of the school's history of putting players in the NBA and the prospect of Rod Strickland, a 17-year veteran of the league, mentoring him. Rose switched to number 23 due to the fact that number 25 had been retired by the school in honor of Penny Hardaway. Rose was selected with the first overall pick in the 2008 draft by the Chicago Bulls. He was selected to the U.S. Select Team to scrimmage against and prepare the national team for the Olympics in Beijing. In mid-July, he played 2 games in the Orlando Pro Summer League until forced out by tendinitis in his right knee, ending his summer, but returned in October to play all 8 preseason games. Rose became the first Bulls draftee to score 10 points or more in his first 10 games since Michael Jordan, and earned Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month honors for November and December. In 2010, he became the first Bull to get selected for an All-Star game after Michael Jordan in 1997. Since then, he has built a promising career in this profession. On May 3rd, Rose was named the NBA's most valuable player, joining Michael Jordan as the only player to receive the award in Chicago Bulls history. At 22 years and 6 months old, Rose also became the youngest player to receive the award. During Game 1 of the first round of the playoffs against the Philadelphia 76ers, Rose injured his left knee while trying to jump. He was immediately helped off the court. An MRI later revealed that Rose tore the ACL in his left knee and would miss the rest of the playoffs. Rose had surgery performed on May 12, 2012, with an estimated recovery period of 8 to 12 months. Rose returned to full contact practice in January 2013 and was cleared by the doctor to play that March, but he did not appear in a game during the 2012-13 NBA season. Rose's much-awaited return came on October 5, 2013 in a preseason game against the Indiana Pacers. On November 22nd, Rose injured his right knee during a game against the Portland Trail Blazers. An MRI the next day confirmed that Rose tore his right knee meniscus and that surgery was required. What a bummer. Rose returned from injury to play in the Bulls' season opener against the New York Knicks on October 29, 2014, and recorded 13 points and 5 assists in 21 minutes of action. On June 22, 2016, Rose was traded, along with Justin Holiday and a 2017 second-round draft pick, to the New York Knicks, in exchange for future teammate Jose Calderon, Jerian Grant, and Robin Lopez. He made his debut for the Knicks in the team's season opener October 25th against the Cleveland Cavaliers. On July 25, 2017, Rose signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers. In his debut for the Cavaliers in their season opener against the Boston Celtics on October 17, 2017, Rose scored 14 points in a 102-99 win. On October 24, 2017, Rose left the team to reevaluate his future in the NBA. On February 8, 2018, Rose was acquired by the Utah Jazz in a 3-team trade that also involved the Cavaliers and the Sacramento Kings. 2 days later, he was waived by the Jazz. Well, this is a bit of a round trip. On March 8, 2018, Rose signed with the Minnesota Timberwolves, reuniting him with Tom Thibodeau, Jimmy Butler, and Taj Gibson. On July 7, 2019, Rose signed with the Detroit Pistons. He became the first player in Pistons history to record 7 consecutive 20-plus point games as a reserve, which also coincides with his career-high 14-game streak of scoring 20 points or more. On February 8, 2021, Rose was traded back to the New York Knicks, once again reuniting with coach Tom Thibodeau and Taj Gibson. That definitely is an exciting turn of events. Derrick Rose's agent is B.J. Armstrong, a former Chicago Bulls guard. Rose picked him up ahead of the big companies that wanted him because of the connections that the two have in common. Armstrong also played in Chicago, and Rose grew up watching him play. Armstrong was the one who negotiated Rose's $185 million lifetime deal with Adidas. Fun fact, Rose was a member of the United States of America men's national basketball teams that won gold medals at the 2014 and 2010 International Basketball Federation, FIBA, World Cup, respectively. While Rose's game isn't quite what it once was, he still had a profound impact on the national team. Another one, he mostly plays point guard, but I bet you already knew that. With a height of 6 feet 3 inches, 1.91 meters, and a weight of 190 pounds, or 86 kilograms, Rose is mostly known to play point guard. The skill he is most known for is his ability to convert difficult layups and drive right through defenses. He can also run the pick and roll extremely well. The biggest weakness that Rose faces is his three-point shooting, although he greatly improved on that in his 3rd season, which also happened to be his MVP season. Being a basketball player is not just for the fun and passion to play and win, it can also be a great way to earn money, most especially when you are talented like Rose. As of 2021, he has a net worth of $90 million. This is no shock, really. I bet we all learned a thing or two about Derrick Rose after this video. What do you think about Derrick Rose's lifestyle and net worth? Let us know in the comment section below. And hey, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.